little bit, okay? You seem very upset.
I am a little upset because
Why?
you're coming in here recording.
It's our freedom of the press. We're journalists.
We are going to ask you to please turn the cameras off.
Why?
That would be against our rights, ma'am.
No. I will call the police and maybe we can see what they say about it.
Yeah,
Okay.
My wife works here.
Oh, okay. That's your
Yes.
wife?
No, there's a... My wife's in the back. She's a supervisor, so...
Okay.
I sport everything on your shirts.
Right on.
But these are women here, sir.
We told her not to. We said we're not criminals. They have crime to fight.
Yeah.
And to just take our request. And we would leave.
Okay.
But we're doing it the stupid and hard way.
Right. Okay.
You're under the impression it's running smoothly?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
The government runs great.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
running just as smooth as it can be.
All right.
But I don't see
I
where...
wish I lived in
anywhere-
fantasy land with you.
But
Okay?
I don't care who I look stupid for.
Yes.
Hold
You
on.
are operating
Yes.
as press. Who do you work for?
Bang!
Who do you work
Bolt Action News Group.
Bolt-
But what we did here was not illegal. We're not criminals.
Telling the truth.
That's Crispy here in Holmes County in Bonifay, the Department of Children and Families. We're going to see how they treat Rogue Nation today.
This is public information here. Oh no, ma'am, we're fine. We're just taking a tour of all the government buildings here in Holmes County today. Is someone where? Oh, absolutely. James Madison. Do you not know him? No. All right. Yeah. Thank you.
Notice all
Isn't it
activities are
James?
monitored by video camera. Yep, he wrote that part.
So it's kind of a smaller office. This Holmes County is not a big population here in the county. So,
Enough of a Creole population to have
they have
Creole.
interpreter services available. I don't know if they actually have interpreters for all those here. You know?
They'll probably call someone, have you speak to them on the
Here
phone.
we got other sites to apply for Florida Access,
Can I help you?
which is
May I help you, sir?
this.
Hi. Can I help you?
Oh, I need a babysitter Saturday night.
May I ask your reasoning of being in here, sir?
Oh, I'm a journalist.
You're a journalist for what?
For journalism. So, okay,
I don't
take
think
your
you
time.
can be recording in here, sir.
Why can you? What's this sign right here?
Well, she said she can't think, so don't stress her out.
Okay. It's not fair. If they can, we can't. We could apply here to register to vote.
Attorney, please give your name.
We're not going to get you.
I'm just gonna. I'll let them.
I'm not going to get any of your personal info. I know you don't have to trust me.
I'm just gonna let you sign that. And we're here tomorrow. I just want your information. Will you just close it up? Yes, ma'am.
And what's your name, ma'am?
It was nice meeting you, Journey. Oh, you're out, okay.
What is your name, ma'am?
I work here.
Yes, that's why I need to know your name. Please?
For what purpose?
I want to file a complaint.
Melissa,
Melissa what?
Tuberville.
Tuberville. Thank you. You committed what is called prior restraint and a heckler's veto when you told that woman to minimize her thing to try to turn her against us for exercising our civil right.
No, I just asked her if she would while y'all were in here because I didn't want her public information.
And that's called a heckler's veto, is what you were soliciting there. You might not have meant to do that, but that's what it is legally. And I'm not going to sue you. You know what? I don't need to. Education for fun and for free.
What did you need a request?
I wanted to file her complaint against her.
Oh, well, I need a request. I guess I can write it out.
DCF,
I'll write it out.
sanitation fail. Sanitizer fail. It's my pet peeve.
Sanitizer field?
Yeah. Do you work here, miss? Do you work here?
Alright, so.
Just because you're out of sanitizer. There's no sanitizer. Ma'am, you're out of sanitizer.
Yes, sir. We're aware.
Oh, okay. Have that corrected, please. What are you asking for?
Just to see how many folks were serviced out of the office here last month.
Right on. Does the girl want to speak sign language to me?
I just wanted to leave this public record request here for you folks.
Okay, well, if you'll give Erica a few minutes, she's over our office.
Sure.
She'll handle everything.
Yeah, perfect. Eric or Erica?
Erica.
Erica, okay.
Okay, do y'all have any requests as an actual customer for welfare or anything like that?
No.
Okay, so we can take this, all right? But if there's any, if I can get your contact information.
Yeah, it's right there.
Okay, all right, well, I'll need you to turn the cameras off for me while you're in here.
No.
If not, then I will call the law to get those turned off.
Okay.
What I just told her, you need to know too, before you do that, that's called prior restraint.
I have to abide by
The
my
law.
Policies and procedures.
The law
which
first.
Is, then we can bring the law in to talk about
Let's turn the emotional charge down a little bit,
Sir,
okay? You
sir,
seem very upset.
I am a little upset because
Why?
you're coming in here recording.
It's our freedom of the press. We're journalists.
We are going to ask you to please turn the cameras off.
Why?
That would be
Because-
against our rights, ma'am.
No. I will call the police and maybe we can see what they say about it.
Yeah,
Okay.
go ahead.
But I ask you to please turn them off.
Call.
Now I can add that to this. Call the law on us. Why? Do you see us committing a crime?
Turn the cameras off if
Do you see us committing a crime? They have crime to
All right,
fight.
thank you, sir.
They have crime to fight, and you're wasting resources.
It was supposed to re-up to date, and I haven't gotten no mail.
If you'll just have a seat, and I will bring you these papers to write them. I need your social.
I don't have my card.
No, I'll just bring you these papers and we'll just start together.
Yeah, it's rogue. I sent you a text on how to turn that off for you. Okay, great. Okay, yeah, we're gonna be done here in just a little bit, and then we'll come by. Or I'll text you for the address. I don't think I have the address, but I'll text you for it, or you can just text me the address, and then we'll come by. All right. Thank you. Yep.
Another day.
Hey,
Hey, how you doing?
good man. How about you?
Go ahead.
But card. I wasn't sure. I just wanted to check on it.
All right, if you'll just write your social down for me. Hey, you want to come sign in for me?
Yeah. Cameras.
We're just checking out the public lobby here, but kind of got upset, so they called the police, so we're waiting on them.
Yeah. Okay. We're not criminals, don't worry.
All right. So y'all just hanging out recording?
We could record government buildings.
We got a
the
call.
country.
You got a call?
Yeah, from one of the constituents in the area about corruption and just tomfoolery with the governmental system here in Holmes County.
Right.
So we've been up to the sheriff's department and the health department and
Okay.
just trying to flush it out and see what's
What are you in
going
for?
on here.
My wife works here.
Oh, okay. That's your
Yes.
wife?
No, there's a. My wife's in the back, and she's a supervisor. So,
Okay.
I sport everything on your shirts,
Right on.
but these are women here, sir.
I'm a-
How about bringing a couple
Hang
women?
on,
with
hang
you?
on. I'm a feminist. I'm a feminist, so
care
don't pull
what
the woman
feminist
card.
I don't care.
Don't pull the woman
These are
card.
women up here, and you're making them feel uncomfortable. If you are as good people as you say you are, you wouldn't want to put them in that position, right?
Most of the government
Right?
buildings
No.
are
If
stacked
you
up.
were a respectful person as you are, instead of wanting to stir the pot, you would treat women with respect, and you wouldn't be up here harassing them and putting them in a position to feel vulnerable.
Stop being silly.
Because I'm not being silly.
Yeah,
I'm
you are.
just
Nobody
saying-
was harassing anyone, so
then
knock it
what
off.
is the objective? Just to record, or to
Just
record?
to
the-
exercise
to get
our
records.
rights.
There are people
But
here.
really,
What
it's none of your
records do you
business. None of your business.
need? Okay, I agree. I can be
Okay.
in here. I can be
Right
in
on.
here just like you can.
Yeah.
Okay, and the
And you
people
can
that are in
exercise
here
your
are
freedom
some
of the
these-
press,
Some of
too.
these people that are coming in here, they're not proud to be in here. Okay,
Okay.
so why don't you just accomplish your mission, whatever it is?
We-
Why- they're trying to get.
Hang
done.
on.
Yeah, go ahead.
We did.
Uh-huh.
And if she would have just taken it like we asked,
Yeah.
instead of calling the law, we would have been out of here.
Okay.
Yeah, we
No,
did-
we're not going to have
What
them
are you
chase us.
asking for?
we acted
Records.
for public records
What
requests.
public records?
Well, first of all, that's for them to know. It
Right.
would actually get your wife fired if I was to tell you that, because
Okay.
you have no.
No,
business.
you can tell me if you have the business. I have all right that you do.
No, you
Come
don't.
on, man. Yes, just like all right. Then show me some kind of identification.
Put in a records request there and ask them for the last records request that was made, and then you can get it.
Okay. Well, that okay.
That's the way you can
So
get it.
do you think they're going to be able to hand it right to you the same minute you
We
walk
don't.
in the
We
door?
don't expect
Why
them to.
can't
That's
you
why.
ask
That's
that
why
and
we
then
gave them
leave
an
and come
email
back?
address.
Yeah, I
That's
wrote it
exactly
out on a
what
piece of
happened.
paper, I
Okay.
handed it
Well,
to
then
her.
feel free to go instead of now. This is harassment.
No,
said
she was calling the cops. We're not going to have them chasing us. We're not
Okay.
going to have them chasing
We're
us around town.
yeah,
So
we're
now we have to
required
wait
to
for the
stay here.
law.
Well, it's
We
not
told her
any-
not to. We said we're not criminals. They have crime to fight,
Yeah.
and to just take our request, and we would leave.
Okay.
But we're doing it the stupid and hard way.
Right. Okay. But
And now
still-
she's called you to come out here and try to intimidate us out of here.
No, I'm
this
not.
is
No,
you're
I'm
going to look
not.
stupid
No.
for the internet.
No, man, I don't care. That's my wife. But
Okay.
I don't care who I look stupid for.
All right.
That's her children sitting right here in the vehicle.
Why don't
If-
you
if
try to
she feels
de-escalate
awkward,
instead of escalating the
that's what I'm
situation?
trying to ask you. Why don't you
I
put
think
your
it was
records
really-
reports- You're
we did.
escalating by toting cameras around and pushing these ladies' faces. These are women. These aren't men. Even if you're
Stop
a
being
feminist,
silly,
we
man.
know what men are.
Right, but you hold on. You do
Put
understand
the
that
request in and leave.
that's
No.
what we would have done had she not said, "I'm calling the police."
You said she has the email, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, now this is harassment.
No,
Once
it's
you
not.
stay
Look it
and
up.
hang around, this
Look
is
up Florida
harassment.
State statute
Are
for
you
harassment.
in here with some type of business?
Yes.
Okay. To what was it?
to wait for the police.
None of yours.
No. You done said you requested the records.
Right.
You requested it. They have your information.
You see that up there on the wall? leadership,
Listen, we're not gonna
transparency,
go around and
accountability.
around. We're waiting on the
Yeah.
police, so when the police
Yeah.
get here, we'll take off.
Well, that's fine. I
Now,
mean,
now
you
this,
don't have- why
this
don't
what
you
you're
shove
doing right
the
now,
camera in
this
their
is
face?
harassment.
Nobody's shoving a camera. You see how far back my camera is?
That lady's trying to work, guys.
Yeah.
I understand.
You know what I mean?
Do you realize that 85%
We're trying to make
of the
sure she does her
government
job
is
right.
made up of women?
Do
So
you-
should we not watch the government because most
you-
office workers are women?
Are you under the impression it's running smoothly?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
The government runs great.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
running just as smooth as it can be.
All right.
But I don't see
I
where
wish I lived in
anywhere-
fantasy land with you.
Well, I can tell you one thing. My objective is not to make women feel uncomfortable.
Neither is mine. So stop
Okay.
trying to act like that's what I'm trying to do, because that's insulting to me. My
don't-
wife's at home too, and when somebody comes to her job and they inspect and audit her at her job, she does an excellent job as a shining
And
example
you're just
instead of
doing-
a warning.
Okay, but
Be an example,
your
not a
credentials
warning.
are what?
You want
what
to
are
see my
the
press?
reasons?
I don't have
I'm
my
just
press
asking.
pass on me.
Why not? If this was actually legitimate, you'd
No,
have
it's
it
in the
on
car.
you.
It's in the car.
You should have it on your neck displayed at all times.
Is
right?
that right? Is it who said
I'm
that?
just asking.
Who said that?
If you're actually
You don't know, but
are
you're
you
saying
operating-
that.
Are you
Hold on,
operating
hold
as
on.
Yes.
press?
Hold
You
on.
are operating
Yes.
as press. Who do you work for?
Bang!
Who do you
Bolt
work
Bolt Action News Group.
Bolt Action
Bolt
News
Action.
Group. I work for Activism News Network, but let
Okay.
me just drop some education for the young man.
Sure.
The press hasn't been licensed in this country ever. The
Right.
last time the press was licensed was 1662 in the Licensing Act of England. Okay? Every American, you, me, him, we all have the right to free press.
It's the First Amendment.
Okay?
Absolutely.
So if we have a story that we're working on, like say government
So don't try to
corruption,
step on it.
and we have something that can capture, be it a pen, a pencil, a tape recorder, a video recorder,
Mm-hmm.
and we can disseminate that information to other citizens,
Mm-hmm.
then we're part of the press. We need no authorization from Holmes County.
Had I been
I'm
in
not
here with
talking-
a sign
I'm not
saying
talking
Black
about-
Lives Matter or
I'm not
something like
saying you're
that,
doing anything
it's
wrong.
different.
I'm not
Right,
saying
right,
that you're
we're not.
necessarily doing anything illegal.
Okay.
I'm talking about on a personal,
Yeah.
a personal.
On a personal level, your wife called the cops on us. We're not criminals, and that's insinuating that we are for exercising our civil right. So talk to her instead of us, man.
Cops are to
Calm her
serve
down.
and protect.
I told
They're
her
coming to serve.
I actually-
and protect. That's what they're coming to do.
I tried-
You know how many crazy
I tried to
lunatics are in this
de-escalate.
world right now.
Yeah.
Turning
Yeah.
around
You know
cameras,
how many of
acting
them
like press and
love the
activists?
power that they
How
would
many
get with a
crazy-
badge
how
on?
many crazy people
Have
come
y'all
to us?
accomplished anything? Come on, man. Look around. Look around with your camera.
Yeah.
And walk. Look. Have you accomplished anything? That's all I'm saying. You're making women feel uncomfortable.
That's
That's
silly.
all I'm saying.
That's silly.
That's
Why?
all-
Because we
that-
have cameras?
You put the request in, and then
And then
they
she,
got your information.
yeah, no, they
They
didn't.
can't just.
She threatened with
And-
calling
and
the
not
law.
only that, they have to make sure what records they're going to be able to just
Right,
hand
right.
out,
We
you
don't-
know.
yeah, the
There's a
records will come
reasonable
later,
amount of
but
time.
Let me ask you a question: Is this
Sure.
in the Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat era that we live in? Does cameras really make people uncomfortable?
Okay. Two men who are strong armed. Okay, why would it just be
Strong
one man?
armed?
I mean, what is our just call them this? I understand where you're coming from. I agree that there's
That we should have our
enough
freedom of the press?
corruption.
You agree?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that you're making people feel uncomfortable. You should
Look at
take
my
it on a
spot back
personal-
here in the corner. How is this making anybody? I'm
Why can't you walk
recording.
outside here?
You
Instead
saw
of
me
a
out
lady
there when
that's
you
sitting
pulled
there
up.
trying to work?
You saw me out there when you pulled
we're
up.
not, we're not bothering them. I'm sitting over here.
Well,
quietly
he's not going to leave
looking
his
at my phone.
equipment there.
All right, but right now you're just waiting for the law to get here to make you leave. And like, come
No,
on,
they
that's
can't.
harassment.
No, to see if they're going to try to make us leave, they can't make us leave. It's our right to be
They're
in here.
asking you to.
I pay
leave.
for this air conditioning. You can't just ask somebody unless you
That's
have
harassment
committed.
now.
No, it's not.
That's harassment.
No,
Harassment
look
is
up
a
harassment.
Series of events.
Okay.
meaning more-
Targeting
Okay,
one
so-
person for a malicious.
So you could come and harass people one time.
No,
and then it's
no.
not harassment. Is that
there's,
what you're saying?
there's no.
It's not
Listen,
harassment at
listen
all.
to the rest of it.
Okay, uh-huh.
Targeting one person over a series of events for malicious purposes. We're not doing anything malicious. We're exercising
We
our
can
civil
come to
right, our
government. We
freedom
can go- I
of
go
the
to City
press.
Hall with my camera
But you
every
just,
day.
Okay,
Every
you just
day.
want records.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
all we wanted.
Okay, what is the camera is just to record it to get some views and get y'all paid online. Okay, we get it.
Oh,
it's-
what
it's
country
a
do you
record.
think this is?
It's a record. So let me give you an example. I write out a request. I give it to the lady.
Uh-huh.
What's
I
your
wait
name,
3
man?
weeks.
Never.
got the request. We never got a request. What are you talking about? Well, I got video evidence of you getting a request.
Yeah.
Yep.
That could be done in about a minute and a half.
And it would have been done in about a minute and a half.
You
You're
could
pretty
have
smart.
You
You're
could have
pretty smart. It
recorded
would have
that
been
in
done-
just a minute.
Exactly. And if they wouldn't have said we're calling the law,
Look, man,
Okay.
knock it off.
Understand.
Go talk to her, not us, man, because
Yeah,
you're
we're
not
done.
getting it.
We're done.
You're not
We're
getting
done.
it.
We're done.
I understand what you're saying, but
Okay.
We're done.
look at what. Okay.
Walk of shame. Dude, if you think we're crossing the line, don't look up First Amendment audits online. If you look that up, you're gonna your head's gonna explode.
No matter what.
You too.
Have a good day, sir.
Hey, what's your name?
How are y'all?
Hey, how's it going?
How's any better? They beat two of me.
Officer White.
We just wanted to have you let them know that it's okay for us to record in the public lobby, sir.
Yeah,
we were in here getting some requests, and they told us that we weren't supposed to be recording.
I know you got to take the reporting party statement, but the reporting party's husband just came to accost us. Yeah. Y564UQ. Y564UQ.
And I said, does someone know your husband? Yes, ma'am. And I said, okay, who's your contact person? James Madison. So I went and got our office supervisor, and it went down from there.
She called her husband on us.
They're not supposed to be recording in here. We asked them to stop recording. We had a lady sitting at the desk that was doing her application. I mean, that's confidential right there. All the information's on that screen. When he was asked to stop recording, he said no, that it was their right. Then we asked him to leave. If you're not going to stop recording, leave, please. We're calling the cops. And here you are.
Okay. As y'all's policy is that nobody records in here, or do you have a policy on that?
The supervisor, my supervisor, stated that there does not need to be any recording in here due to other individuals' confidential information. I mean, they're on the screen. All of their
Right.
socials, date of birth, addresses, everything
Okay.
is on their applications when they're filling it out.
Okay.
And there's a notice right there to let them know that all activities are monitored by video camera.
Yeah.
So that allows us to record as well in this public lobby, and that lets them know that there's a chance that their private info can be taken. This is one of the reasons we do this, to let you know you have to put some kind of screen on this monitor so we can't see it from a certain angle.
That's right,
You have to
because even
flip
without
over
this
those.
camera, if I walk in here and I see people's personal information, that's not my fault.
There
I'm not in
is
trouble.
screen
You guys are.
protectors on these computers. It's just they need to leave. They need to leave. I mean, they've
Are
got
y'all here for
papers
any
filled.
other business other than just to record?
Yeah, I got my public records request that I did fulfill with this young lady. She took good care of that. But
Okay.
we just wanted to let them know that according to the Supreme Court, which is above any and all policies, that the citizen journalist press is allowed anywhere that the general public is allowed.
And what's your name,
Otherwise,
ma'am?
It wouldn't make sense.
Erica what?
If the citizen can go and gather
Okay, I need another
information,
records request. I need everybody's names and salaries,
it
please.
makes no sense at all.
Everyone's-
We need the press.
I have a new one.
So
Send it in.
Let me ask you this.
You know we were on our way out,
Oh,
and you called the law on us for no reason. He has crime to fight.
Local citizens.
And you can't just have someone removed on a whim, especially not for exercising their civil
I was
rights.
here in Bonifay about 2 years ago.
So names and salaries for everyone working in here, please.
Publicly accessible
Feel free to write a
areas.
request.
You write it for me. Obey the law, yes.
All the stuff on the wall.
If I didn't know how to write, you would have to write it for me. You can't say that you couldn't read my handwriting.
That's it.
That's not true.
Exercise our rights.
Florida Statute 119.1, denial of service. You just opened yourself for a civil lawsuit.
Hey, there ain't no sense in getting loud, man.
Well, she's walking away in the middle of my request. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be loud. I was just trying to...
That's all we do.
ma-
And like she
be
said,
heard.
She said we couldn't record, which, again, I know we can't.
Could you
It's
please
right
take my
on.
request, ma'am?
I have to go by what Erica said.
Just write it down, please.
I can't.
It's
No?
idiotic
Okay.
today to think that when you're out in public, you have a right to privacy.
Well,
And anywhere the public goes, like, we don't even need this. I could bring in like 5 different,
right.
you know, cams that you couldn't even know as a camera.
No need for photos.
And that's perfectly legal. That doesn't go against Florida wiretapping statute.
Right.
So
The only thing that I could see that they would be a problem in is if somebody's on a computer and you're shining over their shoulder.
Right.
We were not.
Exactly. But they're over here, and we didn't get any of their information on there. We kept to the walls and did our thing.
And I
We're
actually
professionals.
dispelled that woman's. I said, I'm not going to try to get any. I know you can't trust me or anything, but I'm not even pointed in that direction. To, you know, reasonable.
Right.
If it's unreasonable it's just you don't like the cameras, that right there where it says transparency and accountability should be scratched out. We're here for records, and we told them, don't call the law. They have crime to fight. We're not criminals. We're exercising our civil right.
We could have been out of here 20 minutes ago. I
And then-
give her my request, and they give it back, and she said, "Oh well, I'm going to ask you to stop recording," and that's a no-no.
And then she called her husband.
Yeah, her husband
to come and
showed
menace
up.
us.
Yeah,
And
trying
that's
to intimidate
I told
us.
her again, that's a felony, prior restraint. You can't do that to
Yeah.
us. We're exercising our civil right, and now they're denying me service. They won't take my request. I asked her what her name is because she called the law on me. I want to put a complaint in with their head department. She won't give it to me. They won't give me their names and salaries like I just asked.
Well, if we hurry up, we can go to the police department and we can make a request for the 911 call and the report
You'll have to do that at the sheriff's office.
at the sheriff's.
Oh,
office.
okay, they
if you
handle
go to-
all your
If you
911?
go to the police department, there's nobody there.
Right.
So, I mean, they handle all the communications and all of that.
Okay.
Let me ask you a question because
Yes, sir.
we were planning going to the police department next, but no one's there. But how many black officers do you guys have on the Bonifay Police Department?
At right now, none.
None. Okay.
We have one female and one Cajun. I mean, he's purebred Cajun.
Yeah.
I don't know if that would be considered a other
Right.
nationality or what.
No, I see there's a Creole translation for everything here, too.
He,
for that.
he speaks it
Yeah.
fluently.
Me
I
too.
can't understand it, but he speaks it.
I don't speak it fluently, but I can get a hotel and a meal in Haiti.
All right. Well, we're done here. We've been done here, but we just wanted to let them know that it is all right. Citizens can record in public. It's not nothing to be scared of, or And again, these people have half their life on Facebook. I mean, give me a break.
Well, and,
And we don't want you hunting for us. So
Well,
we
we didn't want you running around town, so we'll wait here.
Well, people get scared when cameras come out. I mean,
Yeah.
Why? They used to say, "Hi, Mom."
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was 20 years ago, back when we were young men, though.
Yeah.
The world has changed.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So, well, thank
It's
you.
the days of our lives
just
now.
Just let them know, because we'll be back. It might be a year, might be 2 years, but we'll be back.
Okay.
And we come
Yeah.
through and just document what we see and make sure they don't try to force us out, because that's a violation of our rights.
Yeah, and just to be clear, we haven't been put out. We're leaving of our own accord. We can't be trespassed from public property unless we commit a crime. It's not like a private business. We're on a whim. I don't like how that guy smells. Have him removed for a year.
The only thing that I could see that could get you removed and possibly criminal charge is if you viewed somebody's
Personal
stuff.
information.
And
I don't even know if there's a statute for that.
There's not. They would be in violation of the Privacy Act
Yeah.
for not having this secured.
Yeah, because what they're supposed to do, and I'm sure you know this, you can't take a sex victim's report in the lobby of your police department where
Right.
other people.
You have the interview room.
Right, you got that, and that's exactly what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to create some kind of privacy for those people. Because if I come into your police department and you're taking a sex victim's report, I'm not in trouble, am I?
no.
Now, on my
Same thing
revisit,
here.
when we come back in a year or two or less, they'll probably have this enclosed because of the video.
Right.
The upper management will see, oh, we have to make this correction. And that's another reason we do this, is to
And
audit
hopefully
and make
you
sure
make
that they're...
Sergeant by then, Officer White.
Yeah.
Hopefully you make sergeant by the time
Hopefully
we come
I'll be
around.
retired.
Hopefully you'll be retired.
And you have ID number or badge number? What do you? 4?
Yep,
Wow.
I'm number 4.
Wow.
High ranking. All right, guys.
Right on. I'm going to get another
Thank
sip
you.
of water here.
All right.
Yeah, is that one
Mm-hmm.
some the other day?
It is. It's crisp. Crispy.
Yeah, they didn't have
You'd be
one.
surprised at how many water fountains aren't cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, take care. Honor your oath, Officer White. Oh, and I would like her name too, please.
The question on that is, within breach and confidentiality here in the office coming in here recording, is it legal for us to ask them to delete their recordings?
No.
To delete the recording?
Yes.
My delete button broke.
If they're, and they say that they did not record the people that were doing their stuff.
We're just taking their word for it?
If I did, you're in trouble, not me. You have the Privacy Act onus. It's on you. Your responsibility. I haven't gotten any Privacy Act training. I don't work here. If I'm in the public lobby, just like they operate under the plain view doctrine, when you can see in the window, I'm not doing anything wrong by capturing someone's private info, which I did not. I assure you, you don't have to trust me, but just like I told her, I do not. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm trying to find out, how come you guys have such a turnover rate over here? I want records, and we would have left with those records submitted, and that's it. But he has crime to fight. Can we wrap this up and just know that we're allowed to be in here and record anything we can see wherever it's public? As soon as I cross that threshold, you call him, put me in cuffs, and take me to jail. Because that's trespassing, that's doing something illegal. But what we did here was not illegal. We're not criminals.
Telling the truth.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for understanding. This is, again, education for fun and for free. And I would like the records that I requested.
have the paper here for me to be able to write your statement.
Thank you.
Okay. Today is 8/1. New month.
I appreciate this.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, okay, I'm getting it now.
The day I don't learn something is the day I quit. You know? And when I'm wrong, that means I learned something. And education hurts sometimes.
Okay. Go ahead and tell me what you're needing
Names and salaries for everyone who works here.
at this specific location.
Yes. And sometimes people put it online and everything. I'm not gonna. I just want to see if you comply with my request.
Well, I send it up.
Okay.
That's what I do. We take the request and then we send it up to
Can you just tell me your last name and forget that?
I'm really not comfortable with it. I'm not. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
All right. You called the cops on me though.
I understand that. This is new to us as well.
Okay.
Okay. This caught me very off guard. All of us off guard.
All right. Can you just say you're sorry?
I do apologize.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Bye. Have a great day.
Thank you.
You too. On your oath, officer.
Have a good day.
And there we go. Where'd Rogue go? There he is.
Sorry, Charlie.